even though the state of Iowa voted for Barack Obama twice in 2008 and 2012, ever since then, for the last decade, it's been a red state. It is a solid Trump state. They went for Trump in 2016, they went for Trump in 2020, and they went for Trump in 2024, in spite of, that Seltzer poll that was just way, way off base. Iowa is a deep red, Trump-loving, MAGA voting state. And according to a new report from the New York Times, they're pissed off. They're pissed off at Donald Trump. Not just because of his bailout of Argentina while farmers are going bankrupt in the United States. Not just because they're taking all the workers away because of the immigration raids. Not just because of the mass layoffs that major companies in Iowa are currently doing because of, Trump's economic policies causing all this uncertainty so businesses can't grow. It's all of it. It's every bit, as one resident described it, death by 1,000 cuts. And according to this report from the New York Times, Iowa, out of all the states in the country, has in fact been hit the hardest by all of these different Trump policies. Now, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that or believe that Iowa is suffering more than anyone else, but there is no denying that they are in fact suffering. But Trump, the Republicans in his administration and the Republicans in the House and Senate have been trying to convince us all year that all of these bad things, right? The layoffs we're seeing, unemployment's going up, the inflation that's coming back, they tell us that doesn't even exist. The rising prices at the grocery store, the lack of workers, just hire American people who refuse to do the jobs. This is all somehow the Democrats' fault, right? That is the narrative, that is the mantra Republicans have been giving us all year, in spite of the fact that they control every single branch of the federal government. Every bad thing that happens to you is the Democrats, every good thing is the Republicans. Even when they vote against the good things, they still give it to you. Just like with the infrastructure bill, they voted against it and then went out to their constituents and bragged about everything it was about to do for them. But most people aren't buying it, including Trump's own MAGA voters in Iowa. They've turned against him. Let me read you this from the report. When President Trump announced a $20 billion bailout for Argentina this month, Larry Orr, 86, a farmer in Earlham, Iowa, could hardly believe it, especially after boatloads of Argentine soybeans began shipping to China, a once critical customer for Mr. Orr's family. For Iowans, losing China's soybean market in the president's trade war was only one of many economic shocks that have hit the state since the start of Mr. Trump's second term. The cost of tractors and fertilizers have shot up with his tariffs.
Hello everyone, I watched this video. The video says that many people is MAGA voted for Trump for many years, but now some people are not happy. Their state prices are going up. Farmers are paying more money for tools and fertilizer. Some businesses are also having problems. Many people thought life would get better, but some people feel life is getting harder. In my opinion, this is not about democracy and Republicans. This is about daily life. People want to jobs good. People want to low price. People want to take care their families. When life becomes more expensive, people start asking questions. That happens in every country. A leader may have many supporters, but people also want result. If they do not see result, some people can change their mind. At the same time, many people in Iowa still support Trump. So this does not mean everyone has changed their opinion. It only shows that some voters are worried about the economy. For me, the biggest message is simple. People care about their money, people care about their jobs, people care about their future. And when these things become difficult, voters pay attention. That is why the story is important.
Trump supporters are going off on Donald Trump tonight, and many of them are rescinding their support of him. Now, as you know, yesterday, a new batch of files were released, and of course Donald Trump's name was all over them. And many Trump supporters are no longer finding themselves able to justify this happening again and again, with a lot of them sounding off. And the biggest name is boxer Ryan Garcia, who supported and endorsed Donald Trump in the 2024 election, is now saying this. This is my public declaration and announcement. I'm rescinding my past support for Donald Trump. Anyone that was involved in anything to do with that island and what they were doing, I just can't support in any way. And the comments are mixed 50-50. There, of course, are the hardcore MAGA that aren't going anywhere, no matter what Donald Trump does on Fifth Avenue. But then the other half are saying, yeah, I'm with you. I'm done with this. And this is what we're seeing. It seems every month Donald Trump loses just a little more and a little more support. To the end of it, he'll have left is the hardcore MAGA.
Today I want to talk about this video. This video says that some Trump supporters are supporting leave them. Some supporters are supporting Trump before they now saying that do not supporting him anymore. No explain the Ryan Garcia. He supported the Trump in last election, but not he says the is he done. The reason is simple. He is say does not like that he is seeing, and because of that he changed his mind. Now I think it's normal in politics. People support a leader when they believe in the leader, but if you information come out, some people may feel different, some people will stay loyal, some people will leave. That happen all the time, and video says that many Trump supporters are still with him. So this does not mean that everyone leave. It is not mean that some people asking more question now. In my opinion, every voter said right now change your mind. That is part of democracy. You can support something today, you can disagree today. That is choice. Not political should get support forever without earning it. People want trust, people want honesty, people want clear answer. If you that do not get these things, many voters may walk away. At the same time, many voters still believe in Trump, and they have right now him support him too. That is why politics are so changing. Different people see the some stories is different say. For me, the biggest lesson is simple. Supporting should be earned, trust should be earned, and leaders always be ready to answer the questions from the people. And at the end of the vote day, voters will dictate and their decision what matter most. Think. Thank you for watching, and please share and your opinion.